I'm In with the ARCC is brought to you by StoredTech, your technology, our passion. And now, here's your host for I'm In with the ARCC, Amanda Blanton.
Welcome to I'm In with the ARCC. Thanks for joining us today. I am your host, Amanda Blanton, Vice President, Marketing and Communications for the Adirondack Regional Chamber of Commerce. And today I have Sara Kelly on the show. She's the co-founder of Practical Hug. Sara, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to be in an actual radio station.
I know.
This is a first for me, so I'm a little giddy with that is excitement right now.
I love it. And you are also a podcaster, so I was like, I'm a little nervous because I feel like she's the professional here, but we talked about it, how it's first of all, it's okay to be nervous, obviously, but that, when you kind of get out of your zone, I don't know where you do your podcast. I know it's not in a radio studio, but
yes, I've been podcasting out of my house for over 3 years now.
That's awesome.
So I have my own little setup, and so it's nice to be very comfy at home.
Yeah.
But yes, I still get a little nervous, especially when we have guests on.
Yeah.
When it's just me and my co-host, we're so comfortable.
Yeah.
And we fall right into a rhythm. But absolutely, or when I am, being interviewed, there's a little bit of jitters. But I think that's great because I think that shows that I care.
Absolutely.
So I actually kind of enjoy, it's like, ooh,
yeah,
I'm alive.
Yeah. So let's talk about Practical Hug. This is a rebrand of a previous business that you were running with your business partner.
Yes.
So we want to hear all about it. So this has been a journey essentially for the two of you. So tell us a little bit about that. What is the story behind Practical Hug?
Well, I'll try to do it fast. I'll go back to the beginning, which is I was running a home management consulting business all by myself, very much near burnout. And then I was part of a online group of other entrepreneurs. And at the end of it, I had this course that I wanted to develop into an online course because I can't work with everyone one-on-one.
Sure.
Not everyone can afford to work with me, but I had a lot of great content. So I reached out to this gal I'd met in that online course, and she's now my co-founder, spoiler. She works in it's educational design. So when you look at things, back in my day, we called them PowerPoints. I know I know now they're like slide decks.
But I'm with you, Sara. They are still PowerPoints to me.
That is not my strong suit. Okay. I love teaching. I love educating. I love sharing. But translating that into something that's visually appealing is not my strong suit. So I reached out to Lacey, and I showed her my program that I wanted to translate into a course, and she got really excited about what I was creating, and she said, I want us to be more than this. I want to work with you. So I was so tired of working by myself. I was like, okay,
this sounds fun. Yeah.
So we started working together, and it was through us working together that it grew. And it was more than just home management. And that's when Joyful Support Movement, which is our previous iteration, came to be. And what we did was we just realized it was all about support. Home management, what I was passionate about was our home is where we're supposed to rest and restore and feel good.
Sure.
And so that's where I was helping people. But it's all about support and wherever you are. And so we then became Joyful Support Movement, but that was a mouthful. Yeah. And we knew it was a mouthful. And our newsletter, my co-founder Lacey had named the Practical Hug.
Okay.
And so when we went to rebrand, we're like, we love that name.
Right.
Why don't we just call everything Practical Hug?
Right. Yeah.
And it's funny because I'm a hugger. You and I actually hugged when you came in the door. I am such a hugger. Lacey is not a hugger.
Okay.
And so there's a little bit of playfulness behind the name, which is we can support people with tools, but we don't have to support them with physical contact.
Got it.
So it's very much Practical Hug.
There it is.
And she actually has developed shirts that are on her website. One says, I'm not a hugger, and one says, I'm a hugger. Because it shows. So, it's all about supporting people, but near or far. And this is the fun part, is I've never met Lacey in person. She lives in Ohio.
Wait. What?
I know.
Oh my gosh, because I've been on your website and there's like photos, but I'm now realizing you never have a photo together.
I've never met her in person. This has been virtual.
I don't mean to laugh, but that is kind of funny.
It's amazing. And Joyful Support and then Practical Hug came out of the way we supported one another from afar.
Wow.
Because she was running her own business, and she was running her own business because she developed a chronic illness suddenly, and she became homebound.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, she was in this new world by herself as a mom, had 2 kids, trying to navigate chronic illness, trying to run a business. And so I was always trying to figure out, how do I support this person from afar who's going through something I don't know what they're going through?
Right.
And so it really came out of our relationship that we went from home management consulting to Practical Hug, which is when you give support, you get support. It's like, you know how when you hug somebody, it's both ways.
It is.
You can feel when somebody's not into the hug.
Totally. Yes, you can.
But a good hug, both people get to enjoy that.
Yeah, there's benefits to it.
Yeah.
100%. This is fascinating, Sara. Like, I did not know this about the business structure, which is great because, that's not something that you even want to necessarily put out there, because it doesn't matter. As you said, you two have formed a relationship virtually, whether it be, a phone call or text, emails, virtual calls, whatever it may be. You host a podcast together, for crying out loud, or a couple podcasts
too, yeah.
And you've never met
in person. Yeah.
Wow. Are there plans to meet one day?
We're not. I mean, if it happens, it happens.
Right.
I mean, there's a part of me that's like, I don't know, is that part of the magic?
Well, that's it. Yes. Do you want to mess that up? Right?
Yeah. And I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, we do our dreams. I mean, we have so many dreams. Yeah. And like one of those is obviously a photo shoot so we can be on a magazine cover someday.
There you go.
So, I mean, we would have to be in the same place for that. But yeah, so
that is really interesting. What a cool story.
Thank you.
What a cool story. And you have been smiling this entire time. I can feel your passion for what you ladies are doing. It's incredible.
Thank you.
I want to talk a little more about that. So I saw on your website, you have this perspective of self-help with done-together practice.
Yes.
And, I was digesting those words, right? Almost individually and then all together. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to let Sara explain what that means. Because I don't, what does that mean?
It's an opportunity when you're in struggle. It's an opportunity to find solutions that you can do by yourself, but you don't have to.
Okay.
You're not forced into community,
right?
But you don't have to do it alone. So I think of going to the bookstore and getting a self-help book off the shelf.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, and you're having aha moments, and you're learning all these things, and then you're by yourself. Who are you using that language with? How are you reinforcing these ideas? Have you ever noticed you feel like a whole new person, and then you put the book down and you walk away, and then about 3 months later you've forgotten everything in that book?
Yes. Are you in my brain? Because it's exactly what happened.
So we've developed these tools, and we're like, if people want to learn them by themselves, go. Awesome. They are our tools are all self-paced. You can do them by yourself. You can listen, you can read. But if you want to reinforce those with community, and the reason I'm so passionate about the community aspect is, back in the day, we used to pretty much grow up and live our entire lives in the same community. We knew all of our neighbors. We probably see our elementary school teachers at the grocery store.
Right.
Most of us went to the same church. Our family was all so close. That's just not how society is anymore. But we still need community.
Yeah.
I think life feels really hard when we're alone. I mean, life is hard.
Yes.
Life is hard.
That is the truth.
It can be hard. I'm not saying it's always hard, but I'm saying that's just part of life.
Yeah.
But when we don't have tools and then we don't have people to do the tools with, it feels even harder.
Yeah.
And so that's why there's this like path forward of you can always do this by yourself, but you can always have people to do it with.
Absolutely.
And really making sure there's a distinction there, too, of we're not asking you to be best friends with anyone.
Sure.
Like, you can have support and community with people who are like-minded and have the same goals and desires and passions, but we're not asking you to, like, be best friends with a whole new group of people.
It's on your terms, however you want to utilize that space. And I'm so glad you talked about community because it looks different for everybody, right? Some of us are introverts and our community is a small, tight-knit group. You know, you might go a week without speaking to them and then you have a week where you're like, let's get coffee and then let's get dinner on Friday and, you know, and you're feeling really rambunctious. And then there's extroverts who their community could be huge, right? Their circle could be gigantic and they are the life of the party and they're out and about and doing all the things. So, or maybe you'd rather connect with people virtually because you're burnt out from the face-to-face, the constant interaction. So there's some flexibility here.
Well, and not only that, even if there is somebody who's an extrovert and who can talk to everybody, that doesn't mean that person's comfortable with asking for help. And I think that's a big part. And this is where I could do a 5-hour talk about women especially feeling hesitant to ask for help, but always being willing to give help. And so part of this work that we're doing is saying it's okay that you don't have the answer or solution or you need a helping hand.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's also creating that safe space too.
Oh, I love that. I love that. That's fantastic. So let's talk about the different ways. You've created a community, right? Whether you want to be a part of it or not. Let's talk about the different platforms and resources that Practical Hug offers to your I don't want to call them clients or customers, users, community members.
I mean, if you join the community, we call you a villager.
Ooh,
we all need our village,
of course.
But you can also access the tools without becoming a community member.
Okay.
So it's just our audience.
Yeah, I love it.
So there's many different ways. On our website, you can purchase the tools and the courses as standalones.
Okay.
All self-paced, like I mentioned. There's learning segments. My co-founder Lacey, it's amazing how beautiful it is. Yeah. And then you can choose to listen to it or watch it. There's worksheets. So however you best learn, it's always there for you. So you could just purchase one, it'd be one and done. Or if you purchase it and you want to talk about it, then you can join the village.
Got it.
And then that's where you can comment with somebody. So one of our tools is called Good, Better, Best. I good, better, best all the time. And you could say, like, here's my issue. I'm not sure how to apply this tool to this issue. And then you can crowdsource ideas together.
Yes.
So that's one of the ways. We also have, as you mentioned, the podcast where we're always asking people to submit things that they want to talk about or joys that they want to share. That's another way to be a part of the community. And then we have a weekly newsletter, the Practical Hug. That's another way for people to be involved or get like a little bump of support in your email inbox every week. They're very short reads. And then I'm also doing in-person events.
I love that. I want to hear about these because, again, sometimes you want to break away, right, from your work, maybe your home life a little bit, and go somewhere else to have an experience, right? Yeah.
Yes, and I've held a couple, and I had one mom friend say, it was the perfect low-lift self-care, which is exactly what I wanted it to be.
Yes.
She said, all I had to do was walk out my door. It was an hour. I didn't have to bring anything. It didn't cost a lot of money. Nothing was expected of me.
Yes.
It's just like, but I felt like I took care of myself, which is exactly what it is. So one of the tools is called Joyful Support.
Okay.
And it's a 3-step process that you can do by yourself.
Okay.
You can do with a friend, and you can do in a group setting, which I'm leading. And I'm doing them at Petal and Hive in Saratoga, right on Broadway. She has this beautiful space, and she's also passionate about community and connection.
Wonderful. So the vibe is good. The vibe is good, yeah.
And it smells so good in there.
Even better.
It is perfect. And so what it is anyone can come. And then it's got a structure, and I always call them like safe walls. Like,
ooh.
I'm moderating. I'm the one who's allowing, like, this is this person's turn to talk. Like, so there's nothing that's unsafe, and especially for introverts where it feels good to have structure.
Yep.
And then I'm also watching the time, so it's not like one of those things where you have to remember, I have to leave. You know, like I need to pull myself out of a party. Like it's not just tea with girlfriends.
Yeah.
It is a structured, safe environment, and a term for this is peer-to-peer support. So we have therapists, which we work with and are wonderful, but that's usually like once a week, maybe.
Right.
And
if you're lucky, yeah.
If you're lucky, and then you have your friends and your family, which if they're available or not, and this is in between the two of peer-to-peer support.
Okay.
Yes.
There is a lot of value in that, right? I have so many thoughts in my head right now, and I'm going to try to get through them. But, you know, first of all, getting people to feel comfortable enough to open up in a setting like that is a gift. And I'm hoping that you're experiencing that when you have these attendees, right? Because I think of personally myself, you mentioned so many things that I'm like anxious about when I sign up for any kind of event, right? Like, how long is it going to be? Is it going to end on time? You know, where do I park? Where, there's all these things. But you're creating a safe space where once they enter that door, they should drop all that, right? It will end on time. These are the expectations, and they're minimal, right?
Right.
Because I'm always like, did I bring enough water? Am I wearing the right clothes? Was I supposed to bring a yoga mat? You know, there's all these things.
Absolutely. And this is just a moment to just stop.
Yeah.
Stop running around to errands. Stop thinking about your to-do list. And just show up and reflect on what's going on in your life.
And be present.
Take a moment for yourself.
Yes.
And then by listening to other people, forming that connection, it's more self-care than doing it by yourself. There's something magic when you're with other people who are also taking care of themselves at the same time.
You're hearing about their experiences. It could match with yours or run parallel with yours, and it will open your eyes to the idea that I am not alone in this. How quickly do we all jump to that? It's just me. I'm the only one going through this. It's until you meet other people and take that time and sit down and start talking that you're like, oh, I had no idea.
Well, and that, a lot of this started with the home management that I was doing. Because I would go into people's homes and everyone would tell me what they thought were dirty little secrets about how they didn't make a home-cooked meal every night, or how they thought their kitchen was the grossest kitchen, or, oh my gosh, I'm the only one who doesn't stay on top of laundry. And I'm like, okay, I go in a lot of people's houses. Right. Everyone's telling me the same thing. Yeah. So I just have to tell you, you're not alone. We're just not talking about it.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. And that's why one of my podcasts is all about the shame that we carry. It's called No Shame in Our Game. And it's about bringing that shame up and saying, is this serving me or is this holding me back?
Oh, and I bet you it's holding us back.
Yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
And so the Joyful Support is like a mini version where it's 3 parts. You share your story, whatever it is. Yeah. It doesn't have to be your life story. It can just be, at one Joy Circle, I said, my dog peed on the rug and I've had it with this situation. So it can be whatever your story is, and then you share a joy because it's really easy to see what's not going well.
Bingo. Yep.
It takes practice to look at what is going well or something you enjoy. And then the third part is taking a step, and that's deciding on something that is tangible, like is achievable for you.
Absolutely.
Whether it is just, I'm going to call my sister, I'm going to make a cup of tea, I'm going to drink a glass of water.
Right.
And that just gives you momentum.
That's wonderful. I would love to see people having their takeaways from this and implementing something in their lives. I'll give you an example. I don't even remember where this idea came from, but as a staff at the chamber, we have a weekly staff meeting, right, where we talk about what's going on and what we need help with and all the things. But we always start with, what's your win? Or your aha moment, something positive that happened to you or maybe happened to the team that you want to share. And it's such a great way to start a meeting because you're already on a high, right? And the rest of the meeting goes smoothly. Even if you have difficult things to talk about, but you've started it with this positive feeling or thought or event, right?
Yes, and Lacey and I start all of our meetings, which are all virtual. We always start them with the joyful support.
Yeah.
And it's so great because it kind of right-sizes where each of us are.
Okay.
And that way we kind of know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I didn't sleep well last night, or I'm really stressed about this thing, right? And then we go through the joy and the stuff.
Yep.
But it just kind of creates this grounding experience of like, we're both human and we're both going through very human stuff.
Absolutely. And we're going to show up differently every day, and that's okay. We have to let go of this, idea of perfection and showing up the same way all the time. We're not robots. We're people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that we like to remind people. We're not about toxic positivity, but I like to say rather we're bringing joy to the table.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, it's easy to notice when things don't go well, and that's always at the table.
Yeah.
It's like, let's pull up some things that are like, it's sunny out today, the daffodils are blooming.
Right.
Bring those both equally to the table.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I think we've encompassed a lot of what you do, but what do you want the people to really know about Practical Hug?
You're not alone.
Yeah.
That is the biggest thing, is reaching people who feel alone and overwhelmed and they don't know where to turn. And because honestly, that's what I've wanted to hear, and then that's what Lacey wanted to hear, and it's just very human.
Yeah.
And so anyone listening, you're not alone. There's a place you can turn to just to be seen, because sometimes we just want to be seen.
Yeah.
And then of course, if you want to be seen a little bit more, you can check out one of the joy circles.
Okay.
You can go to practicalhug.com/events, and I'll be listing those. I'm doing a 10-week series with Petal and Hive, and so when this airs at the end of May, there'll still be all the Tuesdays in June.
Okay.
So you can go check out more information if you want to come check it out. I'm also going to do virtual ones, because I know not everybody can get to a physical location.
Absolutely.
But my dream is to have more of these so that people always can just be like, oh, I need to go to a circle today.
Yeah.
And just have that for people, because again, we want to be seen and we want to know we're not alone.
Absolutely. And we've all made ourselves so busy that sometimes even self-care seems difficult to get to. But I see you and Lacey changing that narrative that we all have going in our head. Like, I don't have time to take care of myself, especially as women, right? But you're changing that.
And what's great about this tool is, again, you can do this tool by yourself.
Yeah.
Even if you're running errands, even if you can't make time for a meeting, you can do this tool while you're driving in your brain.
Oh, nice.
And are you open, actually? Do you want to try it with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is invite you to share your story. It doesn't have to be big, and you don't have to get lost in the details, but is there anything today, and it can be uplifting or a little bit more down.
Okay.
Is there anything that's like got some weight in your mind right now?
Yeah. I have a friend who's going through a tough time. And I think a lot of times you feel like, where do I fit into this equation, right? Because personally, I'm a very helpful person, so I always feel like I want to help, but sometimes they just want you to listen. But it also feels awkward to ask them, what do you need? So I'm in this weird area, if that makes sense, of like, what do I do? What's the right thing to say? When is the right thing to say that thing,
Yeah.
But I truly believe in my heart of hearts that she is aware that I'm there for her, but I always feel like I want to do more. And it's finding that balance, right?
So I thank you for sharing. And what I hear you saying is you care a lot about your friend, and you're trying to figure out the best way to show up.
Yeah.
And I see you in that.
Yeah.
And then
thank you.
I will take my turn and I'll share mine, which is I'm supposed to be in 2 places at once this afternoon. I have a meeting that was scheduled 12 weeks ago, and then my son's track meet got changed at the exact same time.
Wow.
So emotionally, I'm trying to wrestle that out. So it'll work out, but that's what I'm carrying.
Yes.
And now I invite you, is there a joy, something that smelled good, tasted good, made you smile, made you laugh, anything that felt uplifting that you want to share?
I mean, I hate to use the same person in this example, this story,
there's
but
no wrong way.
It's on top of my mind. This particular friend of mine, I have watched blossom over the years, and I'm so proud of her, and I hope she knows that, because I think we try to uplift each other, right? And I'm hoping I'm supporting her in the way that she needs it, but like watching her, I'm like amazed, if that makes sense. Well, I'm just so proud of her, and it brings me joy.
If your friend is listening, you have tears in your eyes.
Right? I know.
Okay, I just for the listeners, I wanted everyone to know,
right? Because they can't see us, but it's an emotional thing as well, because we've grown so close together as friends, and to be able to respect a person in that way, it's a whole nother level of friendship, I think. And that brings me joy, though. I want to celebrate her accomplishments just as much as I want to celebrate my own or my family. Yeah, I don't know if I'm conveying it correctly.
No, that's beautiful.
Okay.
I hear you celebrating this amazing friendship.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful.
Thank you.
And my joy is the sun is shining, and that is my fuel. So
yeah,
the sun. That's an easy one.
Especially after the long winter we had, right? Like,
I mean, I know in a couple months I'll be like, I'm ready for a cloudy day. But for today, I'm really just happy about the sun.
Yes.
And all the birds chirping.
Yes.
And then the final part is to think about a step you can take today. And it's a step that is so achievable that it's almost impossible not to do it. And it can be something you write down, something you actually do, something you just think in your head. I mean, anything that makes you feel a sense of accomplishment and movement.
Okay. Ooh, I don't know why this one is the hard one to answer. Well, I'm gonna play off your sunny day vibe. And what I want to accomplish today is getting away from my desk and getting outside and enjoying that sunshine and not feeling guilty about it.
Perfect. That's a beautiful one. I love that you added and not feeling guilty about it.
Yeah.
That is perfect. My step, I rush through everything because as a business owner, there's always things to do. So
yeah.
When I eat my lunch today, I'm going to stop and slow down, and I'm not going to rush through it. I'm going to just breathe and slow down and try to actually taste my food.
Oh, I love that for you. I do. Because I hear you. I've been there.
Thank you. Well, thank you for doing the steps. I hope somebody listening, if that feels like a useful tool, you get to take that, do it wherever you are, share that tool.
That was amazing. I mean, you literally got me emotional, but I was speaking my truth. You didn't provoke, you provoked me with a question, but you got me to open up and share something emotional but powerful, and got me to think about the next positive step I'm going to take. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
It was amazing.
And I love talking about this work, and I really appreciate this opportunity, and I appreciate the chamber for shining a light on all the beautiful work that's happening in our community.
Thank you. You're a part of it.
Well, it takes all of us.
Yes.
And that's what's so great is we're showing up for one another.
That's it. And that's what it really is. So I hope a bunch of people check out your website. I can't wait to start listening to the podcasts because I'm a podcast junkie. So I'm always got the earbuds in. So I'm excited. Thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you.
This is beautiful. All right. And that's all the time we have for today on I'm In with the ARCC. Be sure to tune in next week.